This podcast is part of the Shareable Podcast Network. Learn more at shareable.fm. This is a Shareable mini episode where I ask the guest 10 important, big questions, and they have to answer them as fast as they possibly can. I call it Think Fast. Welcome back to Think Fast. Today, my guest is Geoffrey Klein. I've had him on some previous episodes, but today he has to think faster than he's ever thought before because I'm going to ask him 10 rapid-fire questions, and he has to answer them as quickly as he can. So that means you have to start answering as quickly as possible, but you can take however much time you want to answer the questions, but I want your immediate level one thinking, just like bam, right there. Ready?
I'll do my best. I feel like I'm on a game show.
You're on my game show. All right. What's a book everyone should, that everyone listening should read next?
Profit First was the first one that came to my mind.
What was it?
I'll say that. Profit First.
Profit First. Mike Michalowicz. Good book. Okay. What's your favorite podcast? You can't say Shareable, and I don't think you can say 9 Dots because I feel like that's cheating.
No. How I Built This. Guy Raz.
Guy Raz. Good one.
Love it.
What negative experience in your life are you most happy happened to you?
Oh, that's a tough one. All right. I'm going cutting myself on a rock in Nepal.
Do you want to give a real quick explanation of why? I mean, that's like, because on its own, that's a very like stubbing my toe outside of Paris, like without anything to go with it. That's kind of.
Yeah. And the reason is because it's a really good story. That's why I like it.
Of course, because it's a really good story. Okay. What's a lesson that you wish you learned earlier in life?
Don't be so hard on yourself.
It's a good one. What is the most important skill of the future?
Telling a good story.
I knew it was coming. I saw it. What industry or career path has the most promising future or potential?
Data science.
Data science. Okay. What is one thing that everybody listening to this episode should go and do today? They have to be able to do it today, like full start to finish completion, or at the very least, they have to be able to start it and maybe keep doing it.
I'm going to give a general and then a specific. So watch a TED Talk, because I think there's some awesome ones out there. The one I often send people, there's two, because I think they're just hard. One is Inside the Mind of a Procrastinator, Tim Urban. And the other one is What Happens If You Reply to Spam Email.
That one is hilarious. That is one of my favorite ones.
So that's what two
I'll add two in there. A Radical Experiment in Empathy. It's one of my absolute favorites. And then the other one is a TED Talk about nothing. I think that's the title of it, but it's the SNL writer who does a TED Talk in the entire style of a TED Talk, but where he talks about literally nothing. It's absolutely incredible. It's one of the funniest things ever to grace a TED stage. Okay. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Teleportation.
It's a good one. I don't know if I definitely don't tell every guest this, but of all of these questions, this is the one that I learn the most about people because of. What you choose as a superpower is a very illuminating question. So you're impatient.
I know that.
You just want to get where you're going.
Well, it's because I have people that I care about that are far away.
Yeah. And so it's, teleportation is, I like to travel. I have people I want to see, but I'm impatient. I don't want to fly there. I don't want to, slow down time to get there. Yeah, I got you. You're impatient. Okay. If there was a drug that you could take or a vaccine that you could take that gave you an 80% chance of developing a superpower and a 20% chance of developing an incurable terminal disease, would you take it?
No.
Interesting. Okay. I feel like I should specify the incurable terminal disease because sometimes they take like 20, 30 years. I mean, we're all going to go. So I feel like I got to work on this question, but I also play with the percentages.
For me, it's, I have a pretty happy life, so it wouldn't be worth the risk. So
what if I said 95? What if I said 95%, 5%?
You're getting me closer,
right?
But I don't know what the superpower. Do I know what the superpower is?
No, it's totally random. It could be like you're able to like grow your fingernails.
Yes. Well, there was a TV show that had this.
It was a Family Guy. Family Guy had it where Meg could grow her fingernails.
No. There was a movie I saw recently where they take a pill, and then they will have a superpower for certain. I just saw this.
Wasn't it
where they have a superpower.
Yeah.
They would literally turn the pill, they'd take it, and they would have this power that could be good or bad for a certain amount of time.
I gotta find it and
share it.
Yeah, we'll find it. We'll talk about that afterwards. Cool. All right, final question. It's the big one. I know you've seen all of the Avengers movies, correct?
I have.
Okay, so you're familiar with Endgame?
I don't know that I've seen. Yes, I don't know that I've seen one of the Hulk movies, but
okay, that's excusable.
Yeah, but for the most part, I've seen yes.
Okay, so you've seen the big ones. So you're familiar with the Infinity Gauntlet. You're familiar with how it works. You put on the Infinity Gauntlet with all 6 stones, and when you snap your fingers, you're able to do anything. You're able to wipe out half of the life in the universe. You're able to bring back half of the life in the universe. You're able to do basically anything. You have complete God power. But in snapping your finger, it will cost you your life. It's a 2-part question. 1, do you snap? Okay. 2, if you do, what happens after you snap?
I think I do snap. But it's going to be tough for me to think what I would snap for. I get kind of, and I've seen, the potential of what I could say, but I think it would be a way of protecting my family. So giving ultimate health and happiness to those that I love, I would do. If I could snap and have that happen, then I would do it.
You got the whole world you could do that for, though. You got the Infinity Gauntlet.
I do it for everyone.
Everybody gets free queso and guac at Chipotle. Boom. Snapped.
You gotta
on Wednesdays, but only on Wednesdays.
Well, here's the thing. I think I worry about the repercussions of a decision.
Monkey paw stuff. I got you.
Yeah, that's part of why I think I limit it to.
Okay, let's take monkey paw off the table. We'll just say literally best possible outcome of your snap. No monkey paw. No none of that stuff.
I would end conflict. So because I think again, my belief is that I think you had to share this. People are more alike than different, and we end up fighting over those stupid differences. So if I could, so I guess it's world peace is the answer. I feel like I'm a
Miss America.
Miss America. World peace.
It's not a bad answer. Don't we all want it? It's good. It's Miss America pageant's fault that answer became what it became.
Right.
Right. I blame them. I don't blame you. I blame Miss America.
So I'll just have to say world peace.
Okay, I dig it. Well, this has been Think Fast. You've been Geoffrey Klein. I've been Jeff Gibbard, and this has been Shareable. Wait, don't leave. If you've never listened to my fancy outro, do it just once for me, please. Okay, if you enjoy Shareable and you find it valuable, there's a few ways that you can support the show. 1, you can share it on social media, which I strongly encourage. It's literally the name of the show, Shareable. 2, you can review it on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you get your podcasts. And if you're an Overcast user, as many of my listeners are, make sure to click that star button on the episodes that you like. The 3rd way that you could support the show is by blogging about it or discussing it on your own podcast, or even by making a YouTube video where you talk about one of the episodes. And then the final way that you can support the show is by supporting it directly on Patreon. You can find the link in the show notes. Now, before I let you go, I want to tell you about one other thing. You see, Shareable is just one of many projects that I'm working on at any given time. I've got another podcast called Rogue. I do a live streaming show every week called The Heroic Council. I've got a blog where I release a blog post twice a week. And if you're looking to keep up with all sorts of different content that can help you grow and become a superhero in life, I want you to check out jeffgibbard.me. That's where I list all of my current projects and projects that are coming up in the future, including my forthcoming book, The Lovable Leader. It would mean a lot to me if you could go and check out some of the other things I've worked on, because I put just as much of my heart into those projects as I do into Shareable. Thank you so much for being a listener. Thank you for being a supporter, and I hope to see you here on the next episode of Shareable.